What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with your one and only rock star on the mic, Big Duane, supposed to be my first name. Yes, yes, yes. We are here with our boy, recording artist, R&B recording artist, Wash. He's back with us, and he's a brand new single with Kevin Gates. If you guys don't know, you're about to know all about it. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What up? How are you?
Good, man. I can't complain. Just working.
Absolutely, I see it. And I mean, you got this brand new single with Kevin Gates, and I mean, it's responding well. Like, how are you feeling? Because the last time we talked, Can't Trust the Vibes, I did great on radio. You had a great, response to that. But how are you feeling so far about the new single?
I'm feeling good, man. This is doing what we expected to do. We just gonna keep on working, keep on pushing, give out more content. We got a mixtape on the way, of course. And yeah, man, I'm feeling good.
Absolutely. And how would you the process of having recorded this mixtape? Because I know you've been working on this project for about 2 years, just about now, right?
Oh no, not a mixtape, just a few months, couple months, But I guess you could say it's just experience that's been stored inside of me, So I guess it's definitely maybe a 2 year span or more than that. Of just different events that happened in my life, and I could apply that to the music, but just a couple months, man.
Most definitely. So now, where have you been? I love the sound direction with this. It's definitely different. You definitely took a different approach, with this single. What made you want to go this direction versus, staying in that same lane of Can't Trust Thoughts? Because they're definitely two different sounds.
Definitely, just showing the people more, man. Just showing the people, different sides that I can, approach musically. I got different styles within what I do, and that's not even all to expect, man. Be expecting the next single to sound totally different from that one, So your boy can really sing too, so be expecting some real vocals.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely looking forward to that.
Some soul in the vocals.
Definitely. And being able to, push the envelope as far as like your sound and your vocals, while recording and getting ready to drop this mixtape, what would you say has been challenging, or would you say it's been rewarding?
I think everything that I do is challenging. I don't even want to approach it if it's not, but definitely rewarding. Not even materialistic wise, but just really nothing feels better than hard work, working hard towards something you're very passionate about. There's nothing that can replace that feeling. So that's the greatest reward that come from it for me personally. So yeah.
Now, do you already have a title?
Yeah, man. It's called Port Arthur. Mixtape is called Port Arthur. On the way, man. Nice body of work, I honestly say.
How did you come up with the concept for the project?
Really, man, just brainstorming with the team. Shout out to A-Girl / Interscope. We came together and just was thinking about the name. And I'm from Port Arthur. I actually wrote the songs in Port Arthur. And why not,
That definitely makes sense. Now, that's the title of a song that's going to be on the project too, correct? You're saying?
Possibly. That's definitely possible. It got some surprises on there.
Nice.
I don't want to give too much away. You might be even reading my sheet, man. I think you didn't see my mixtape cover and everything.
With your music, with these singles, you definitely had, I think it's definitely been a surprise as far as sound-wise, collaboration-wise. First single, French Montana, now this single, Kevin Gates. What was it like working with him? Because he definitely, has the streets buzzing, as far as music is concerned right now.
Oh man, it was dope, man. He's a creative artist. It was a great experience, I always like to create, especially with people that's just as passionate,
And I was just checking out the music video too, and I love the fact that it's really on record, but in the video you guys had a lot of chemistry, like it was very meshed together. What was it like, being able to shoot the video? And for people who didn't, check out the video, something about, the video as well too.
When y'all get a chance, definitely go check out that video. It was cool. We had a lot of fun on the set. As you can see in the video, it was genuine. It was all love. Some more videos, some more content on the way as well. Got a lot of dope things on the way.
And now with more content, how often can we expect the content? Because I mean, this single is definitely a banger. The video was sick too. How often can we expect new content? Cause
definitely every month. Expect something dropping every month. Less than that. Sporadically, man. Trying to keep the streets buzzing, trying to keep everything going, trying to keep it blazing, trying to keep it up, trying to be the best, trying to be that number one.
How have the shows been for you? Because I've seen a lot of different performances on YouTube. It definitely seems like the crowd is definitely, rocking with you once you hit that stage? How's the shows been?
It's been dope, man. Always getting love. The only way I'm getting that, though, is by showing love. So people know that I'm reachable. They can come to me, take a picture, say what up, talk about anything. So they always show love. I always get love at the shows, and it's always a blessing.
Absolutely. Now, let's take it back to the single Trust Us. That was a great single. How did you, would you say you overall felt once that, around that time? I know we probably talked about it once that came out, how you felt with it just being everywhere in radio, just really picking up on it. Were you expecting it to be as huge as it was, or did you kind of let me see how it just all goes and we'll just kind of rock out?
Yeah, I'm always expecting for something to touch the moon, but it did pretty good, man. So I really can say I'm pleased at the way that turned out, the way everything came about in that situation. And yeah, man, I was hoping for, like I say, I'm shooting for the stars. So, I was hoping for the best out of the record before it even came out.
Right. So now,
I know how much work goes into it, behind the scenes. So I definitely was expecting the best out of it. But as you were saying,
definitely. And I feel like that you'd always expect that, especially once, you put in all that time and that work with, with a project, a single video, and you just automatically expect that it's gonna take off. Because a lot of people, they kind of feel like, what, let's see how it does. Not a lot of people have that, just that feeling let's just do it. It's gonna reach, and have that. People don't have that confidence anymore, so it's really good that, you have that confidence and you're keeping that, with this single and with the following music to come. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Hello?
So now you mentioned the fact of working on mixing. You've been recently working on that now. How can you expect the mixtape? And are you still working on the album too, or is just the mixtape right now your main focus?
Yeah, just the mixtape is really my main focus right now. We definitely wrapped up the album. Album is a banger. Got a lot of great songs on there, but one thing at a time, of course. Mixtape next. That's it, man. Just pretty much the mixtape. And what was the other question? I'm sorry.
I was saying, what was the other question? That's a good question. I was saying,
I answered both of them, I think.
Yeah.
I think which one first, or which one is more important at the time.
Right.
Yeah, mixtape on the way, man. It's whatever come first definitely is main focus.
Most definitely. And what writers and producers did you work with outside of A Girl with this?
We got a couple people, dope producers from Toronto, a couple I don't want to leave nobody out, so I'm scared to mention a couple names, but nah, man. Well, we got a lot of dope people. Shout out to Chris Jones. Shout out to my boy KT Kravitz. Shout out to Chef Tone. It's a lot of dope producers, man, on the project. But really, we just we really didn't reach out a lot. We kept a lot of things in house. Of course, myself, I'm writing 50% on the album. Shout out to my guy Chef Tone alongside him, and we just been rocking out, man, and keeping everything in house for the most part.
Right, and that's the best way to do it. I always say once you've got that solid team and you work well, keep it consistent. It's always good to have people from outside of the camp, come in on the project, but it's always good to keep it consistent and even challenge the sound and direction more. And it's good that y'all are definitely doing that. I think that speaks volumes within itself.
Definitely, man. Yeah, it's important. It's definitely important.
So do you have a date for the mixtape or not quite yet? You just, it's coming when it's coming.
I would say, I want to say in a month, but I know things never go according to plan, especially when you hard on it. So all I would say is soon, and I'm pushing for less than a month. So ain't no telling because it's such a great project and it's coming along so dope. We might want to drop it soon. Ain't no telling. Now we might want to wait probably a day or two. So I don't want to put a date out there just yet.
Definitely. Well, you definitely got to keep us up to date, when the project drops, because we'll definitely support it. And definitely let us know when you have some shows in Philly or New York. Do you have any upcoming shows that we can look forward to? Since we're in
I appreciate that. I definitely got to get back with my manager and ask him. I know we got a couple of inquiries out there to come out and rock out, so I got to make sure for sure. I don't want to throw a date out there, so I'm gonna call him and if I find out something, man, I'm definitely posting that on Twitter because I can't wait to come back out there, man. I got some love, get a lot of love out there.
Right. And speaking of social media, how would you say social media has definitely, helped, bring out your brand more, besides, just having music on the radio? How would you say it's helped your brand out a lot?
Social media help a whole lot because people get to see what you do on a daily. They get to see how you look in, certain situations. And man, I love social media. And actually, speaking of social media, hit me up at The Official Wash on my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Hit me up. Your boy ain't on no Hollywood. I respond to everybody. You get to reach the people, man. So social media is the bomb. I love it.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you definitely stay consistent on there all the time, whether it's your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter. You definitely interact a lot. And I think that that's something that a lot of artists, not even just artists, but, public figures, other than being actors or personalities, they've got to get better with, but you definitely, make sure that all grounds are taken care of with that. So kudos to you on that.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, the fans is important, man. They the ones who support. Without them, it's cliche as it sounds. You ain't got no career. Gotta show love, man.
Most definitely will. Wash. Thanks so much for this interview with us and just catching up. Definitely appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the next single. This single is already rocking. If you have not checked out the single, you need to download it wherever you've been, featuring Kevin Gates. To check out the video on Wash's YouTube channel. Don't not check it out. It's a hot banger. And Wash, tell them again where they can follow you as far as your social media is again.
Hit me at The Official Wash on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all my social media sites. Snapchat is at The Official Wash.
Well, it's definitely a Wash. Thanks so much again for coming on the show. We definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Anytime. Keep in touch.
For sure.